What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, SirJorgeDeGreat, bringing you one of the hottest draft analysis ever. Guys, we are going to be going over my draft team for the worst league ever. One of the hottest servers in Discord right now. Guys. This is going to be amazing. So, little backstory. If you guys don't know what the WLE is, it's a league that Hacker Killer, and I that are running at the moment. If you guys are more curious about that, you can check this video over here. Actually, over here I lied. That will sort of go over the rules about that if you want to check it out. But anyways, so one of our few rules in the league is that we have to make our own logo. And fortunately for you guys, the Santa and Eggies is a Jorge original. We're bringing back our first logo that we made for the SSBL, so that's gonna be our logo for the season. I love John Jr.'s logo that he made for us, and so we'll be keeping that for our other leagues. But for the purpose of following the rules, Santa and Eggies the retro, if you will, Santa and Eggies will be our logo for this league. And top of that, another rule of ours is that you have to draft your mascot Pokemon, and fortunately for us, we were able to draft Sir Eggy, the boy, the myth, our legend. Now, he really wasn't a pick; it was sort of forced upon us. Now, what you could have done with the rule is have a really broken Pokemon that was legal in our format. So you're guaranteed that mon. But I want Sir Eggy. I want Sir Eggy to actually join us in this league, and so I just felt like, why not? It's not deviate. I love our team name, first of all, Santa and Eggy. It's just a beautiful name. And yeah, very excited for a lone executor to be joining us this season. But yeah, now with that out of the way, I'm going to sort of move out of Pokemon real quick because this is before the draft. Now, beginning of the draft, we had to pick a Z Crystal, and so I could have picked Ghostinium Z, a Z move that really would have had few resistances and people trying to pick which one they wanted. But another rule of ours that we had to pick a Metronome user, and so I was looking at the Metronome mons that were normal types, so I can use Metronome, and I was like, you know what? Why not just draft the Normalium Z and pick the baby up so I can use Z Metronome? Now, the rule of Metronome is as long as you click it, and suppose suppose I have my normal type out and I get Fire Blast. Well, that's fine. I selected a move that was normal type to begin with, and there's a couple of like holes in the rules that we sort of patched over that we had to go over. But so now with pairs with the Normalium Z, I'm gonna get a boosted attack almost every single time, and that's something my opponent cannot prepare for, because they're like, okay, what move am I gonna get? You can't decide because there's 17, 18 types in the game, and there's really no safe switching into it. It's really a gamble on my part and my opponent's. So really, the first mon that I drafted, it is a tier 3 mon, I will admit. It is a tier 3 mon, but I just felt like, it has a lot of setup moves, and I could actually, usually actually benefit from Normalium Z, and that's just Snorlax. Now I could just run Gluttony Super Berry, but I just like the idea that I can run Metronome on Snorlax, get a Belly Drum up, even though I'm at half health, and just click Normalium Z. If I happen to get a just any physical move, then my opponent will be blown back. I can set up as Curse, which is allowed in this league. There's a lot of options. A very thick mon with thick fat. I like the Gluttony ability a lot. If I feel like I don't want to bring Z Metronome, I feel like I want to bring it a lot this season. We'll see. We're gonna have to see for sure. But yeah, very happy with this pick. So we were technically first pick overall. So we got to pick our Normaliums, our Z Stone, Z Crystal first, and then it went down, back up. So really, we had the 8th overall Pokemon pick. But we did have a wheel pick, which was really nice. And so to go with Snorlax, I decided to go something a little broken. I decided to pick up Cephalon. So for those who don't know, I actually had Cephalon season 2 of the SSBL. I wanted to try it out. I had a really crappy Trick Room Sun team, and Cephalon really didn't fit that model at all. But I feel like in this format, there's very limited switches to Cephalon, because once I get a +1 special attack, things are just gonna start dying left and right. And sure, water types can come in, and sure, normal types can come in, but there's very few Pokemon that can really eat both hits Like maybe Bibarel can come in and just click Aqua Jet and just kill me, but there's only one Bibarel in the game, and I'm trying to think if there's really any good, like, no, I'm trying to think, because if the only that resists Ghost type, is there any resists of Ghost, right? Because if anything, I just click Shadow Ball instead of Fire Blast from Mind Blown, so really my opponents are going to have to prepare for that, and I feel like it's going to work out for us. But yeah, so that's our sort of our first wheel pick overall, and I liked it a lot. Now, these next two picks, again, we had the wheel pick. It's sort of inspired by the myth, the legend, John Jr. So, first off, we're going to be drafting John Jr. the Scolipede. And this is one of our first of two strategies within this draft. So, our rules state you cannot drive Baton Pass, but you can pass stats. So we picked up Scolipede because it's a tier 2, it's a bug type, it's a grounded poison type. You know, and it gets access to speed boost. And really, I click Sword Sense, I click Protect, I'm plus 2 speed, I'm at plus 2 attack, and I just click Baton Pass. I get out of here, and I just go into my next spawn, whether that be Snorlax, whether it be some of my other picks, even other one Eki. I try to see if Scolipede got any like special boosting moves. I don't think it did, if I recall correctly, which is fine. Like, speed is really enough for this team, and yeah, I really like Scolipede. I really like John Jr. And this next pick, for our wheel pick, was really inspired by John Jr. because he's just a great guy. And our next pick was actually QBlack. Now, after I picked up QBlack, I was sort of like mad at myself because really Dragon type isn't the best typing in this format, simply because we lose all of our coverage. Kyurem loses out on his biggest move, which is Fusion Bolt, and so it's sort of like a dead pick. Don't get me wrong, QBlack is a huge threat, but the issue is our ice coverage. We only get Ice Beam. We get Icy Wind, which can help with speed control, but really our main ways of hitting is with Dragon Claw, Outrage, Draco Meteor, and Ice Beam. And there's like no in between because, again, stab only. And I guess I could run like Hail, but I'm normally MZ, so I can't use Z Hail, which is really a bummer. And I feel like here is not going to be our best mon. I definitely think Scolipede is going to be one of our greatest pivot mons in the game, because it's going to allow us to get our first strategy, which is speed passing, to let like what could have been a Kyurem kill, or even a Cephalon kill, or even a Snorlax kill, with the Metronome. So yeah. Next up, we drafted another sort of tyrant in the game, which is Tyrantrum. Now, with Tyrantrum, the reason why I drafted it is it could actually do well with our second strategy, which you will see, and B, it does great under speed pass because yes, it's not the fastest mon, but after a +2/+3, if we get to that speed, nothing is coming in a choice banded rock head smash like what comes in steel type. You know, that's not really gonna appreciate. Maybe steel type can really come in, but I have a Cephalon, I have a Sir Iggy, and they're not gonna appreciate coming in and just taking a hit or two in the face. And I just feel like I wanted to pick up Tyrantrum. He's actually one of my favorite mons from Gen 6. Great. Just great typing because I get to click Dragon Dance Claw if I wanted to. Yes, Steel's Wallet. And yes, we're sort of building a... not right now. You'll see it soon enough, but a ground weakness, which is fine. I just wanted to pick something that I bring it every week, and I just click Catch Match every single time. And yes, it has a high... it has an 85% accurate... It's an 85% accurate move, but nothing is going to want to come in. And with our speed control with Scolipede, then I feel like it's going to do great this season. And hopefully it does. Hopefully get some kills. Next up, we had to pick it. We had to pick up. We needed a water type. We needed a ground type. We had to pick up our boy, Seismitoad. I give George a lot of crap about Seismitoad, but honestly, it's actually a really good mon. I like it a lot. I love the versatility that it has. Being able to set up rocks, being able to be special, physical when it needs to be. It actually could be a sweeper with a Swift Swim, a Rain Dance. It's actually a really versatile mon, and I like it a lot. And so this is a really new league, and I was like, you know what, Seismitoad doesn't look that bad with our draft. And so with a wheel pick, I decided to pick it up, take it with us home, and I'm not sure how well it's going to do this season, I will admit, but I feel like it's going to be one of those mons that we're able to throw into the match, throw in as a pivot mon to eat a hit, even though it only has the one weakness to grass, which is actually really good because we have good answers to grass types. We have Sir Eggy, we have Cephalon, we have Scolipede, we have Tyrantrum, or not even, no, I'm sorry, we have QBlack, and so I feel like Sesmiton might be able to like come in, not take a hit, and then come back out and switch out when the grass type comes in, because again, this is stab only, and this is a very new format to me as well. I was just throwing out ideas without thinking actually what the consequences would be. But yeah, very excited about this pick. Next up, we decided this is sort of our second strategy now, if you couldn't tell. We have Trick Room again. Now, I saw Stekateka was still available. We used the Steel type, and I was like, I want it. So I picked it up because I really like the idea of just swooping with Trick Room, Stekateka, Gyro Ball, Stone Edge, not Earthquake, just Gyro Ball, Stone Edge, Rock Slide. And if I wanted to, I could really get really cheeky and do max speed, max attack, Stekateka. But you know, you can't always get what you want. But I like this one a lot. I feel like, you know, I feel like we're really gonna implement our first strategy in just Scolipede speed boost first before we do Trick Room. We'll see. We'll have to see. But yeah, I overall like Stekateka a lot. I feel like he could be a big threat to the league. Even though, you know, there's a lot of good answers to it, like fighting types. I just feel like Stekateka might actually be able to get some KOs this week, and we'll have to see. Next up, we needed a fairy type. This was honestly the best fairy type that was left in the format. Yes, I understand. We have 3 rock types. We're very weak to ground, guys. I will admit, we are very, very weak to ground. And that's all I gotta say. Zygarde really just comes in and wrecks our team. But our next pick after the NC, I think, is our best response to Zygarde, which is really going to be a monster in this league. We picked up the NC. It's a lot weaker than its Mega form, but it's a lot bulkier at the same time. So it is a Pokemon. But it still has the same X's. It still gets Calm Mind. It still gets Rock Polish. It still has Diamond Storm. It still has Moonblast. And so, you know, it's all honestly the best choice I could have picked. I wasn't going to pick up Slurpuff, but I just didn't want to have another physical attacker. I felt like we needed a more special attacking mon, because I think a lot of our team, besides Sir Eggy and Cephalon, just hits on the physical side. So that was honestly my best way to go around that. But yeah, speaking of Zygarde, this is our best answer to it. It's our discount. It's still a discount the Rotom Frost, because it's a discount Rotom. So it has immunity to ground type with a levitate ability, and then secondly, it can hit Zygarde really hard with that Blizzard move. And now, yeah, it sort of sucks that we're really weak to ground. We have a couple of immunities. We have an Electric type now. But honestly, guys, I'm not going to stress about that too much. If a ground type comes in, we have responses to it, so we can play around that. So I'm not too stressed out about it. I hope you're not too stressed about it. Yeah, and so that's really it. And for our final pick, we decided to pick up Stoutland. Stoutland, it gives us a second normal type, so it comes back to being sort of weak to fighting type as well now, not that I notice. But with Stoutland, we can run Z Brightness Blist, or Z Normal, Z Wild Charge, or not Z, Z Return, Z Giga Impact, and we can actually hit Ghost types now, because, you know, sure, that just hit me right now. Oh my gosh, I have a really bad draft. Ooh, no. Oh no. I just remembered stab only, and I'm like, I can run Botch, I can run Superpower. I'm like, wait, this is stab only. Snorlax can only run Body Slam Return. Shoot. Who cares? Imagine having a midlife crisis in this video. But you know, I like Stoutland because it allows I can hit those pesky ghost types that won't be able to hit me back. So I can go into Stoutland with that scrappy ability, and I just go Z Brightness Plus and go kapow! And just like murder those ghost types. And I don't think people actually know it. I'm not sure if people know it gets scrappy or not. So we have to see. But yeah, that's pretty much going to sum up our teams for the WLE. I'm going to go back to where all the picks are there so that you can see them one more time. See those beautiful faces. I don't think we have the best team. I don't think we have the worst teams. Definitely a power ranking will be coming soon. Don't put my word against it. I definitely want to make a power ranking. I just don't know if I'll be able to because right now I'm in the IBA and I have like 3 battles to catch up to. So like I've been sort of slacking on those builds. So I'm gonna have to like speed build and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think of the team, guys. It's a stab only. We can only run 252 in attack, so there's not gonna be any mixed attackers. I could do that, but yeah, maybe Sir Jorge, but that's pretty much the only mon that I see I run mixed coverage on. Maybe Sismato too. Or I'm gonna have to do DMC. But anyways, I'm ranting on. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment down below which side of the team. Alrighty, guys. My name is SirJorgeDeGreat. Make sure you are praising the word of Olan Eggy, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.